Every few seasons, the same question comes back. Are Atletico Madrid actually building towards something bigger, or are they trapped in the same cycle of high expectations and disappointment? We can't go over how the project is failing without going through how it started. On the 23rd of December 2011, the deal was done. The old club legend, who was a key player in the 95-96 season, where Atlético Madrid won the domestic double in Spain, Diego Simeone, El Cholo. It only took half a season to win his first of many trophies. The Europa League versus Athletic Bilbao in the final, where they won with 3-0, and then he won the UEFA Super Cup versus the previous Champions League winners Chelsea with a stunning 4-1 victory. Both trophies despite not even being in charge for a year. And in the 13-14 season, he managed to beat the two Spanish giants by being intense, disciplined, and defensively brilliant. On the last match day, they only had one obstacle left: Barcelona at the Camp Nou. Only getting 1 point would be enough to win the La Liga for the first time since 1996. And thanks to Diego Godin's goal in the second half, Atletico Madrid managed a 1-0 draw and therefore were champions. The same season they also dominated the Champions League, eliminating teams such as Chelsea and Barcelona, eventually reaching the final. A final where they unfortunately fell short against a really good Real Madrid team. But despite that, this season was no fail. It was a huge success and a huge step forward. The first league title since El Cholo as a player himself won it with the club in the 95-96 season. Only 2.5 seasons and there he was, holding the trophy again. There is no doubt that he transformed Atletico Madrid in an instant. He turned a team that had been suffering for a long time to a team with a clear identity. He made them believe and turned them into players that did everything for each other. He changed their tactical play, a classic 4-4-2 formation, and they became very compact and disciplined, which made them really hard to break down for the opposing teams. He built a defensively amazing team that were unstoppable at quick transitions and counterattacks. Between his arrival and today, they have won 8 titles, 5 of them coming in the first 4 seasons. He changed their average league table placement from 8th place to 2.7th place. Atletico fans were sold a dream, especially in 2016 when their lineup for their second Champions League final under El Cholo was published. Versus Real Madrid for the second time, and Atleti were ready for revenge. This time, falling short again due to Juan Fran missing his penalty, with Ronaldo left to win it for their rivals. After the 2016 final, Atletico were still dangerous, but the project no longer felt like it was moving forward at the same speed. They could still compete, they could still win trophies, but the feeling of constant growth was gone. 3 titles in the next 8 years compared to 5 in the previous 6.5 years, winning the Europa League and the UEFA Super Cup in 2018, and then the La Liga in 2021. Since then, they have gone trophyless. But what actually happened? Well, the system that once made Atletico Madrid special started to hold them back. Over time, top teams developed, while Atletico still had their outdated tactics. They could still defend well, but they struggled to control games like the true elite teams could. They could win big matches, but they never became the team that could dominate week in and week out. They lacked consistency, which is needed to become a true top team. The club keeps changing players with different qualities, but are still unavailable to build a good, free-flowing attack. The new players would often find themselves in Atleti's old framework, which often didn't suit them. The biggest example being the future star, João Felix. Signed for 126 million euros, which made him one of the most expensive players of all time. He was supposed to become a superstar at Atleti, but only became an awkward fit. A player being creative, technical, and in need of freedom, joining a system where discipline, defensive work, and structure came first, made him not fit. Despite glimpses of his talent showing here and there, he only started 42% of Atleti's league games during his time there. He never really lived up to the expectations, which is not only his fault. Thomas Lemar was also a player who had a similar fate as João Felix. He came from a great time in Monaco. He was a creative, technical, wide midfielder. He was supposed to add creativity and help improve their attacking play. He also became a system player that didn't fit at all. Atletico Madrid's playstyle did not suit him. Then he became a bench player, and now he's out on loan. Both Felix and Lemar aren't just failed signings. They also show at the problems Atletico Madrid has been facing over the last years. Atleti looked like they wanted more creativity and fluent attacking play by these signings, but they still didn't manage to adapt. In the recent 3 years, they've tried to become more attacking and more creative, with players such as Baena, Julian Alvarez, Lookman, and Griezmann. They have certainly tried to evolve, but instead of evolving their attack, their defense has become nothing like it was before. So instead of winning because they are improving their attack, they are losing because their defense has gotten so much worse. In the 25-26 season, they conceded 44 goals in the league, compared to only 22 in the 17-18 season. That's double the amount of conceded goals. They did score 4 more goals last season compared to the 17-18 season. It doesn't justify 22 more conceded goals though. Atletico are no longer the defensive monster they used to be, but they also haven't become a truly elite attacking team. That is the problem. They are trapped between the old Atletico and the new Atletico they are trying to become. And how can they fix it? I truly believe that Simeone is the greatest thing that has happened in the club's history. But it still might be time for him to go. While currently being the longest serving manager in the top 5 leagues, maybe he has done what he can. Atleti needs a new identity. Maybe a whole new tactic. It is very hard for a coach to just rebuild a team's whole tactical play and leave their own, which is being shown at the moment for Atleti. It's not because he is a bad coach. He has given everything he can, and I don't think he has anything left to give. What do you think? Comment down below how you think Atletico Madrid could fix their situation. And don't forget to subscribe.